Gigi here, coming to you with another video. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Those of you that have been with me for a while, hey. So it's Wednesday, and we want to talk about works in progress. And I want to just chat a little bit. So I'm going to start with what I'm working on. So if you follow me, you know that I have a crush on. Got a full-on crush with Wool and the Gang. Full-on crush. Right? So they have a new yarn called Tina. Tina is a tape, as you can see. And Tina is great for the environment. So I can't pronounce this. This is 100% lyocell. I'm not sure, but it's biodegradable, doesn't use chemicals, doesn't take a lot of water. So it's all the good stuff, besides the fact that it comes in my favorite Wool and the Grain shade, which is vitamin C. Remember, I did my cardigan, Vivian cardigan in the vitamin C and the shiny cotton. I love this color. They nail the orange with this vitamin C. Nail it. I love this. Love it. Love it. So, as you know, one of the other things that I love about Wool and the Gangs is their kits. So what I am working on is called the Secret Love Shawl. And it requires 4 balls of the Tina tape. And it is done, the stitch is generated with a herringbone stitch. So my last video, and I'll put a link in here somewhere, was a tutorial on how to do this herringbone stitch, because if you could see my ball is wrapped up, I had to pull out. I made a mistake and there was a gap for some reason. I'm not sure what I did. And I couldn't fix it. So if you see, it's a beautiful textured stitch. So I had to pull it out and start over. So that's what I'm working on right now. And I am I'm starting to get close to the halfway point of this first ball. So I am truly enjoying working on this project. And as you guys know, as you can see there in the corner, I finished my 2nd Avenue. So this is the 2nd Avenue shawl by Amy Miller. This is done with Plucky Knitter Primo, which is a merino and cashmere blend. I love this thing. Love it, love it, love it. We just started getting hot, so it has to go away. Pack up and wait for the fall. But I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So, those were my most recent finished object. What I'm currently working on. And this, now that I've gotten the hang, guys, of this stitch, how to do it, I should start trucking along now, because I was slowing down because I kept having to look at the pattern to see what I should be doing. Should I be increasing? How many stitches am I increasing on that row? Like, this one is not a mindless knit. You absolutely have to pay attention on this. But I think I got it now, so I should be able to put some miles on it. But this tape, my just immediate reaction to Tina, I love it. It's lightweight, but I'm using a 10.5 on my signature needles, and I love the material that this is producing. It's giving you a sturdy piece of material. So I'm sure if you take this and go up a needle size, you'll get a nice lacy, a nice free-flowing piece of material. But this is, at this gauge, is giving you a significant piece of material, especially with this textured stitch. I'm super pleased with the outcome. So if you are following me on Instagram, and if you're not, come on over, but you will be watching the progress of this as it comes to life. So that's what I'm working on right now. A couple other things I wanted to chit chat with you guys about. Number one, I won a contest from Plucky. Plucky has a contest, Daily Plucky. If you have their yarn, you're working on a project with their yarn, you use the hashtag Daily Plucky. Well, they shouldn't have told me that, because I was so in love with my Second Avenue that I was posting pictures every day of the progress of this. So I guess that's the whole point, because she won. And I think I spoke to you guys about always wanting to get Plucky Knitter, but you really have to be prepared. You need to have all your electronics ready, because that stuff sells out in no time flat. So as luck would have it, I haven't been in a financial situation where I could purchase when they had it. So the the trunk show at Annie's in New York was perfect. Absolutely, positively perfect, because I was able to walk in, grab it, walk out with it, and not have to fight nobody and worry about cart snatching and all that other good stuff. So when I won, I was so excited, but I wasn't sure. I'm thinking they're going to send a little sample or something. I wasn't sure what it was, but listen, when I tell you, I don't know if the light is going to wash this out, but this is cashmere, babies. You guys hear me? This is 100% cashmere. This color is called the Map Room. This is 280 yards of pure yummy. Listen, okay? Pure yummy. I was shocked. I don't know what I thought. But thank you, Plucky. Thank you, ladies. I'm going to find something to do with this. Not sure, but hell, I might just put it in the bed with me and sleep with it. It's so yummy. I was participating in a part of a challenge on Periscope, where you had to scope every day in May, right? Scope a Day Challenge. May Scope a Day Challenge is what it was called. It was hosted by Yolanda from My Pretty Brown Doll. And I did it 31 days in a row. I scoped. I ain't hardly scoped since, but I did it. So Paige from Frame and Fiber, and I will link the video in here somewhere, when I went to visit her store. She has a yarn store here in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. And she was kind enough to send all of the winners a prize. How sweet is that? So I received just the other day, it's Cascade Yarns Baby Chunky Alpaca. Now I had this in red. I made a beautiful cowl with it. So I'm thinking I might revisit that with this. If you have never had an opportunity to try out the baby alpaca from Cascade, it feels heavenly. Heavenly, heavenly. So thank you, Paige. I was very happy to receive this. And it can go in the stash with the rest of the family. And then the last thing I wanted to show you guys before I go. First, I'm blaming this on Espace Tricot. I always say that wrong. But Lisa and Melissa, this is their fault. I'm not watching their podcast anymore because every time I watch it, I have to have something. So, this is from Coco Knits. And it is the leather cord and needle stitch holder kit. Why you need that, Gigi? What stitches you gonna hold, right? Well, I need it because one of my challenges or one of my plans for my knitting skills or my next big knitting challenge is I want to make a fingering weight sweater. It doesn't even have to be I want to make a sweater that's not bulky. And I don't know why that's like a big deal to me. I don't know why that's going to make me feel like a real knitter, whatever a real knitter is. But that's what's in my mind. And I know when you do the sweaters, most of the ones that I've seen that I would attempt, you're doing top down, and or even if you're coming top up, you usually have to hold the stitches for the sleeve. And if you looked closely, that's Coco Knits. You already know I love Coco Knits. She has the best gadgets besides the fact that her patterns are past bomb. So yeah. So what this is a string. It's a leather string. So instead of using waste yarn, you have a leather string that you can hold your stitches on. And if I understand properly, you get 3 different lengths. One long, which is 59 inches, and 2 short for holding your sleeves. So the long one could hold the body of the sweater, and the short ones can hold your sleeves. The best part is, this the cute part, it comes with needles, guys. So you can take the end of the leather and just pop it right into Melissa and Lisa. This your fault, dang it. I ain't watching y'all no more. There's an end. So because you have the end on it, you can kind of pick up your stitches and kind of go right from here with a tip that you're accustomed to, something like a knitting needle. I thought that was super cool. So this is really pushing me towards my, I'm going to make a sweater. Although I've made cardigans before, but I always do it in bulky. And I just feel like when I look at like Shamika and Cece, the type of sweaters that they make, I don't know why I feel like I need to do that. So, leather cord and needle stitch holder kit from Coco Knits. I am, just to recap, working on Secret Love shawl from Wool and the Gang with their brand new Tina tape in the color Vitamin C. What are you working on? What's on your needles on this Wip Wednesday? As usual, thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And check out some of the other videos that I have posted. The last one I did was a tutorial. Thanks for watching.